more uncomfortable. Let's move on to something a little more serious now, and a story of cold-hearted bureaucracy and an amazing community which isn't taking no for an answer.
Imagine coming to school one day to find two of your classmates have simply disappeared. That's what happened to Adelaide boy Wathnak V late last month.
We were a good friend together, but this is a very unexpected news. I treat them as my brother and I really miss them.
The two 16-year-olds, one a close friend of Wathnak's, were good boys, well liked by staff and students.
These are really respectful, polite, hard-working and academically excellent students.
I can say like he's a really good student.
What Wathnak didn't know was that his Vietnamese friends were asylum seekers. Overnight, without warning, federal agents had removed the pair from community detention and flown them to closed detention in Darwin, more than 3,000 kilometres away. The school was never officially informed what happened that night, but the story they've pieced together is horrifying.
They walked home, their carer met them. They were playing Xbox in their home and there was a knock on the door.
The immigration officers and federal police came to their house, told them to pack a black bag, put them in the car and took them away.
They said, well, what have we done wrong? Because they knew that they'd followed all of the conditions. And one of the people said, you've done nothing wrong, this is what the minister wants.
In the following days, more Vietnamese children from the area began disappearing, not taken by government agents, but hiding from them, fearful of facing the same fate.
I tried to call to them. I tried to send them a text message on Facebook, but no one replied to me. And I heard that one of them ran away because he's scared about this fear.
Members of the community reached out to the Department of Immigration and Border Protection for reassurance, but the government would only warn that anyone helping the runaways could face jail.
It seems like any time that these young people are developing positive, strong relationships that support their well-being, it's being torn apart.
Well, the community here is distraught and also feels quite ashamed of the way the government is treating these kids.
Rather than look the other way, the Woodville community has banded together, spearheading petitions and social media campaigns. Their message is simple: bring back our boys.
I want them to finish Year 12 together with me, take a picture together, also attend Year 12 formal together next year.
Kyle Rigney is a student at Woodville High School. Kyle, what's the reason you've been given as to why the boys were taken into custody?
There's no justification for taking minors into detention centres, especially when they've been deemed not a risk. There was no real reason given to us as to why they were taken, especially when they were doing everything right by the law. They were, had almost a perfect attendance at school. They had really great grades. They were integrated well into the community. They were on a soccer team together.
Kyle, now the government have come out and said that anyone assisting the 15 asylum seekers who have since fled, 5 of whom are children, will face the full weight of the law. Does that deter you? Does it scare you?
It scares a lot of people, honestly. There have been a lot of people that have come up to us and said, we are so happy to open our doors to these people because these are people who are desperately in need of support right now. And then the government coming out and saying, that that's the wrong thing to do, that you could be punished for that. Personally, I think it's disgusting.
Kyle, you have been the champion behind this online petition, which has garnered 7,000 signatures. It's a fantastic effort, mate. What do you hope to achieve?
The aim of it was is to get public support for bringing back these 2 boys. So in terms of what we want to achieve, letting everyone know that we are standing up for each other and this is not okay.
Well, Kyle, the message is loud and clear with us tonight. Thanks for your time and all the best with the campaign.
Thank you so much.
We did contact Scott Morrison's office regarding the issue and received no response. If you'd like to join the Woodville community in demanding protection for these vulnerable kids, head to our website and go to the Sites We Like page. The details are there. And just taking the politics out of it, taking the immigration issues out of it, I just really feel for the kids in that high school that for them, they're at school, they're going to school, they're making friends with kids, and they're in a world where a government can just come and take kids out of the school. What does that do to the way you see the world? What does You know, you're learning how the world works when you're a kid in high school. What does that tell you? That makes you scared of the world.
Yeah. And I think that kid put it really well. It's not about adults, it's not about politics, it's just about how we, the next generation, perceive justice for our generation.
If you have just joined us, here's a quick recap of today's headlines.